Love Island Australia, Vanessa has really just kind of exposed Love Island and really spoken about so many traumatic experiences that she has gone through, and this particular story is groundbreaking. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali. Hope you guys are doing well today. If you haven't already, click that button for daily and consistent content. Head over to my Instagram, Murad_Murali. I'm just about to drop a new picture, so head over there and like that picture. I would appreciate it. And let's get into this video. Now before we do, please don't go send any hate to Vanessa. Please don't send any hate to her. For those of you who don't know who she is from Love Island Season 2 Australia, and she has taken to Instagram to really expose Love Island and how they've treated her post the show, and how she has faced so many mental health difficulties since the show has ended, and none of these existed prior to the show. I'm not going to show you the video because the video that she posted with it is just way too much. She sits there with alcohol and assume with some drugs, and she seems to try and take them both and end everything. So it really is a massive it's just really traumatic. So a trigger warning before I do get into the rest of this video, and especially even for me, child, because I spoke about my suicide and my own reasons for it through my podcast and everything. This is just a lot. This has been insanely hard for me to post because it was the lowest point in my life. I took this in February and kept it as my goodbye, which refers to the video. I was a mess. I went through something so heavy and I'm still trying to heal from the repercussions of what I did. Firstly, I'm sorry to my loved ones who are reading this. I did not suffer from depression or anxiety before Love Island. Everything in my life was going so well. In November, I reached out to production and told them on multiple occasions I was not okay following some incidents. I wonder what the incidents were. The best advice I got from the site team was to wait a month. I got stood up for all of my following phone appointments. Wow. After being let down so many times, I made a written complaint to Love Island in December about their lack of duty of care. I did not get contacted by the site again until January, where again my request for help got turned down via text. Again, I sent multiple complaints, but by the beginning of February, my mental health had crumbled. I was pushed to such a dark place and made the decision. On March 28th, I reached a breaking point. I found some cliffs and did something I never envisioned myself to do. I tried to take my own life and almost succeeded. It's a miracle I'm still here today. It took 2 days to revive me and another 2 days to have enough consciousness to use a phone. This is when I posted in hospital. The recovery was effed and I regretted what I did. For 2 weeks I experienced extreme pain, entire memory loss, and could barely walk for more than 10 minutes. I still get night terrors, pain, and I can't leave the house on my own. For legal reasons I can't say much about the incidents that were swept under the rug, but my calls for help for the trauma I experienced were ignored months. How many Love Island suicides need to happen before we realize something is wrong, she says. I see so many young people wish they were in my position. Just know that not all that glitters is gold. And if you are suffering, you are not alone. Mental health is serious, so don't wait until it's too late to reach out to your loved ones. She is really going in on Love Island and has really just exposed them for their fraudulent manners, allegedly, when it comes to them dealing with this whole situation with her mental health post the show. The fact that she has contacted Love Island 2 to 3 to 4 times and she has been ignored countlessly again by the site team clearly shows that this whole duty of care stuff is just nothing but nonsense facade, doesn't make any sense, and was simply there for damage control. Really and truly, we have a Love Island star who has really spoken out about the tremendous situations that have taken place in relation to suicide, but is also in the same position who nearly took her own life. And we haven't experienced that before. We see Islanders come out and support, unfortunately, the ones who've recently passed away, but she was also in that position and was in hospital after her overdose, but just survived and is now coming out with this whole situation. She has absolutely slammed and exposed Love Island, and she also says what glitters doesn't really go. It doesn't look that great for what it seems, basically. And this is what I always said. Some people have even asked me, would I go on Love Island? I will never go on this toxic show. I like reviewing it. We like watching it and talking about it and reviewing it, but it changes your narrative. It is in control of you. You are not in control of it. It can make you appear to be very positive or very negative. And then if it appears to be very negative, you can come out to so much forms of abuse that you just simply don't need or don't want. And because you've been given this kind of mishap of your image, which is very unfortunate. And the fact that she has contacted them and complained to them, not only has she contacted them, she has also complained to them because of the lack of duty of care, and she was ignored. Her appointments were ignored and she was told to wait a month. countless times, and had she had received that duty of care, there is a likeliness, a probability, a possibility that she would not have overdosed and led to this entire situation where she had now developed anxiety, depression, and was in hospital. This isn't somebody who was just saying it. She was in hospital and nearly passed away. This is a season that I actually reviewed. I didn't review Love Island season 1, but I reviewed season 2 and I reviewed Vanessa here and there. You know, she wasn't somebody who stayed on the show for a very long time at all, but I feel sorry for her. I genuinely feel sorry for her that this is what is to come to for you to do videos like this.